morning. Today is August the 6th, and it is 6:51 in the morning. It's the last day in the 80s before it goes back up into 90s for a week and a half. It's a fairly cool morning, kind of muggy, but we're headed to, I want to talk a little bit about Outyards this morning. We're headed to the Milby Yard. It's the only Outyard I have right now. But just wanted to talk a little bit about the Outyards. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're about this morning. Be right back. Yeah, we've headed over here to the Milby Yard. It's about 15 miles away from the house. It's most everything in beekeeping, in my mind, is positive stuff. I see some people that don't like. I was a little bit surprised, and I know everybody's different, but a little bit surprised hearing somebody not too long ago on a live broadcast talking about how they hated to extract honey. Well, I love to extract honey. That's the culmination of everything that we've been doing and working for. So I love getting in the honey house, getting comfortable and getting something to drink and extracting honey. I don't really care how long it takes. I like being in there. But one thing that I don't like is the Outyards. It's always a pain to try to make sure that you're getting to these Outyards, and it's a negative in beekeeping to me, that you can only have so many hives in Kentucky. I called our state apiarist several years ago and asked. She visits yards all over the state, apiaries, and asked her what's the average, or how many, because I'd always heard before that 10 or 12 is the most you could have in an Outyard in Kentucky because we have limited resources. But I asked her what she travels around and what you could have in a yard, how many, and she told me 40, which kind of surprised me. She said she knew she had some beekeepers that had as many as 100, and you can have it if the forage would support it. So I was a little bit shocked, but I raised my numbers up. I used to have, keeping 50 hives, I had them in 4 yards. Now I keep 50 hives in basically 2 yards. So I look at 40 as a number here where we're at in Kentucky. We're about 20 miles south of Louisville. But it's definitely a negative to go over here. I keep some equipment over here. It weathers pretty well. In the summertime, I don't really have a covered spot to keep it. But I keep some equipment over here because it's just so hard to remember everything when you go out here. Like I said, it's 15 miles away. Inevitably, and no, I can't spell that. When you come over here and you need to do something, you forget. You either forget something or expect they're at a point that they're either not there yet or they're past that point, and you need different stuff. So it seems like every time I come over here I forget something. And again, we try to, I know I do, I'll speak for myself, I try to multitask too much. I try to do, okay, I need to mow the grass, I need to put treatments on, I need to raise the hives up off the ground, I need to change out bad equipment. And I've always been taught and always thought that it's best to do everything at one time. I got to go all the way over here, I'm going to make the most of it, and I'm going to do it all. Well, you can't really do that all the time. We end up stressing ourselves out because we're trying to do everything at one time. So I'm headed over here this morning. Some chickens. I'm headed over here this morning, and with the trimmer, I've got the trimmer, my bee suit and gloves, and gas for the trimmer, and trimmer line. So that's all I had to remember. There's more stuff to do than that, but I've got to get these weeds down. It's been a while since I've been over here. The honey's all been pulled off, and I was over here Monday and treated. I did get the Apigard on, which I'll be over here every week replacing that Apigard. I try to during the month of August. But I'm gonna get over here today, and the only thing I want to do is get the grass out. There's grass in front of the hives, and they're having to go through the grass to get out. So I always see beekeepers watch YouTube videos all the time, think, man, he needs to mow his grass. Well, this is as bad or worse than any of the videos I've been watching, so I need to take my own advice. So I just want to get the grass away from the hives, get it where they can fly. A little bit concerned about the ventilation, blocking the ventilation for the having the Apigard in them, which is really smelly stuff. So I want to get this grass mowed. I will do one other thing while I'm here. I've emptied my truck out for the most part, although you can't tell it's a mess. But I'm got equipment over here, that some of that leftover equipment that I leave out here, I'm going to bring it back. I'm putting it in the garage and going through it, and once I get through the equipment and I know it's in good shape and ready to go, I'm either storing it in the honey house or shrink wrapping it and weatherproofing it and then putting it outside on a pallet where it's off the ground. So, protecting that equipment, which is very important. So I said I was only doing one job. I guess that's two, because I'm going to bring back some equipment. But I don't plan on being out here for more than about an hour or so. I've got some laser engraving to do. I've got some state fair tickets that I've got to mail out, and a bunch of odds and ends clean up, odds and ends stuff to do around the house. So I won't be over here too long. It's just getting this little job done. But that's what we do. Outyards is kind of a, I don't know. They're needed and required, and I love having it. I like being able to bring a hive over here if I need to move a hive, or taking a hive home, or if I split a hive, I can bring it over here, or split one of these hives and take it back home. I mean, they're needed. It's just a pain in the butt to have to drive out. Ever since I retired, I don't like, I like staying in and doing my thing at the house. I'm not crazy about driving much anymore. But like I say, there's positives and negatives to everything, and that's just the way it is. I probably, if I get up to 100 hives, I'm gonna have to have more than 2 yards. If I do 40 yards, it's 80, it's at least 3 yards. So it's just the way it is, but it's one of those things that you need, but it's kind of a pain sometimes. It's just the pros and cons that come with beekeeping. So we'll be out here in a minute, and I might take a little bit of video out here at the hives, but it's mainly going to be trimming the grass and loading stuff up, so nothing too exciting. So we'll see here in a minute. I'll at least do a closing out there. So I'll be right back to you. Alright, I'm done. I just got out of the yard, closed the gate, and I'm done. And I'm sweating like a pig, and it's only 66 degrees, and it's 8:10 in the morning. It's just so stinking muggy. I don't mind the heat as much as I do the humidity. I just sweat so much and makes it so miserable. But anyway, we got this yard done. You seen all the mowing I did, hopefully. Give you a little bit of idea on that. And I got some stuff picked up around the hives, and I got the truck loaded up full of extra equipment that I can get in and dry it off good, make sure it's still good, get it ready for next season, and put it on a pallet. And then I took pictures of everything. I'm trying to do this B Plus app, got QR codes, and I took pictures of everything so I can put that information in my B Plus app. I was able to get finally get an accurate count. I never hardly count. I always say about this many hives or that many hives or whatever. But I've got 30. I know I'm trying to keep this record keeping, which is already helping. I've got 36 at home, and I've got 21 out here. So I got 57 hives living right now. There's at least 3 that's pretty weak and may turn into additions on another hive. I got plenty of singles where I can put a double deep on top of it, and some of those might get added to another hive. I'll take my winter losses in the fall and go ahead and try to eliminate that. So I got 57 now. If I can get through 50, ow, turd. If I can get through with 50, I should be good. We'll see how it goes. But today is Wednesday, so I got till Saturday. I'll be back out here, or not Saturday. I'll be changing the Apigard at home. Man, it got me. What's the set on him? And then Monday I'll be coming out here changing out this Apigard. So that's where we're at and what we're doing. And now we're headed to the house. It is. I don't want to discourage you on Outyards. Outyards are good to have, much needed if you're going to keep very many hives. Even if you're going to keep a few, it's good to have a place, family member or friend or whatever, where you can take some bees and hold them for a little while and then bring them back home or whatever you need to do. So Outyards are extremely handy, good to have. I know some people might be questioning why this is so far away, and far away, and once again, everything's got pros and cons. If far away is bad as far as me, I got to drive 15 miles to get to it and then drive 15 miles back home. But it was good this year in that the forage here is completely different than the forage at home, and the hives here at the Milby yard made probably twice as much honey as the hives at home. If I'd had a yard within 3 or 4 miles of the house, it'd been more convenient, but probably would have been just like the home yard and not made a whole lot of honey like these did. So it's Outyards are good, have a lot of positives. Having one well away from the house has pros and cons, just like everything else. And I would strongly, even though they are a pain in the butt and I hate driving to them and trying to remember everything, I would strongly encourage, if you can, even if you just got a few yards, to have another place where you can put some bees and have them away from home. So anyway, that'll do it for this video. I appreciate you watching. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.